What is good? I mean, what is really good, my people? It is UK, Clover with dr.blick, the darkest man. Hurrah today, guys. I am here with MrNinjaStar. Say hello to the people, man.
Hello to the people. I'm happy to make my return on Dr. Blick's channel. It's been quite a while since we've actually done a video together, and this one, I remember you gave me the idea for it like a month ago, and we're just now getting to recording it, but whatever. We're here now. Let's get to it.
I've been super busy, bro. I have been so damn busy with training and grinding. I am so sorry for the lack of uploads. I'm gonna try and upload more often. I'm gonna try and sort all of that out. But anyways, in today's video, we are gonna be talking about Jump Force and 5 series, or should I say series in general, that we think that will be in this game. So Ninja came up with a list of series that will be on the game, and we're just going to talk about the list that Ninja came up with. So I'm going to give it over to Ninja to announce the first series he wants to talk about. We're going to talk about this. It's going to be a nice relaxing discussion, so get that fried chicken, get that glorious ass Kool-Aid, because we're going to be going ham on this. But anyways, Ninja, take it away, man.
So, the first series I think is an easy given, but I still want to discuss it. It's My Hero Academia. I don't think anyone is surprised by this, because this series has just been spoken about so much recently. People are putting it up there with, like, you know, just saying it's like the new leading series for, you know, anime and manga to come. And I mean, rightfully so. It's a great series. And it's definitely popular in Japan, with One's Justice being announced, or like with One Justice soon to come, with the movie, with the My Hero Academia movie coming out soon, with 3 seasons and more to come, with the manga popping. It's always making the list. The anime is successful as ever. I think My Hero Academia is a given. And having these other games to base off of, like, the fact that a lot of these series that I'm going to be mentioning, they have games, or they were like really popular at one point, and My Hero already has like one of its other games, so naturally, I would assume One Justice is going to sell pretty well, so I think that already gives them more of a reason to put Deku into Jump Force, because like the last, I guess, this J-Star's series was, you know, like a couple years ago. When did J-Stars come out, Blick?
I to be honest, yeah, I don't remember offhand, but because it's tricky, because I can remember around the time when they announced the whole J-Stars Victory versus Plus, but I can't remember the original like version of when that came out. I can't remember, like, to be honest. Like, I could say Victory versus Plus came out around 2015, around that time period. It was after Xenoverse. That's for sure. It was after Xenoverse 1. I know that for sure. So 2015-ish to 2016. I can't remember offhand directly. But yeah. But continue with the points you were making, though.
Oh yeah, no. I just wanted you to bring that up, because obviously, like, when J-Stars Victory versus and J-Stars, that whole thing in general, obviously series like Black Clover, My Hero, Dr. Stone, all of that, they may have been released, like My Hero came out in 2014, but they weren't really as popular. Now I think it's as good as time as any to put them into the game. Now that's just kind of all my points for My Hero.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on My Hero being a thing, because when it comes down to My Hero, it has a big fan base, and there's one thing that this game could do, and that is grow series in terms of popularity. So series that I feel like they want to further their popularity with, or series that they want to show that this series is important to Shonen Jump as a whole, I feel like they'll put it in the game. But as a whole, I expect to see My Hero there. I have no problem with seeing My Hero there, and with all the stuff that My Hero is getting, I'm happy to see My Hero Academia in Jump Force, and I'll welcome seeing Deku, Luffy, or freaking Goku all on one team. That concept, or that thought of that, will be dope, and I'm interested to see what they would do with them. And I'm also interested to see how All Might will look on a game like that, especially with the whole realistic aspect, because All Might, he will look kind of derpy looking in my opinion, but who knows. But Ninja, what's next on your list, though?
So the next series that I have is Hunter x Hunter. I think this one's also a given, considering Hunter x Hunter characters were in like J-Stars Victory versus, and, you know, like, I think even though Hunter x Hunter hasn't really had a game, it has peak popularity, because even though obviously it takes its constant hiatuses and jump. It usually does make the list in terms of like volume sales, all of that, and many people love it. Like, obviously it's not as popular as, say, something like One Piece or Naruto or whatever in the Japanese side of things, but you know, it's still pretty popular. I think since it was there in the previous J-Stars game, I feel they would incorporate it back. Maybe when Togashi comes back from another hiatus, that could be a good time to have the announcement or something like that, because, you know, the manga is still technically ongoing. It's still fairly popular despite it being inconsistent, so yeah, I think Hunter x Hunter is a given.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, Hunter x Hunter as a whole, if this game does not have Hunter x Hunter, should I say, the community is gonna flip tables, bro. Like, schools are getting shot. If Hunter x Hunter ain't on this game, bro, schools are getting shot. Like, I'm telling you, the fandom would not be happy with this. Obviously, people could say there's DLC, but there's gonna be a wide majority of people saying that they should already be on the game, they should already be playable, that you should see the likes of Gon, Killua, and Hisoka, all of them should all be on the game, and a lot of people will be complaining about that. And plus, a lot of people want to use adult Gon, and on top of that, Hunter x Hunter doesn't really get any games, so this is the only time you could realistically see Hunter x Hunter in a major title. Other than that, it's not really going to get anything anytime soon, and that is down to Togashi being really inconsistent with his schedule, and down to him taking a lot of hiatuses and breaks from the series. But if Hunter x Hunter was actually to settle down and get a consistent roll of content coming out, I do feel like it would get its own game, but we're not in that situation. We're not in that world. We're not in that reality. We're in a reality where Hunter x Hunter barely gets anything. And if he's going to get a chance to be in the game, this is the game that Hunter x Hunter is going to be in terms of being in a brand new game. A game that actually has a lot of potential to do well. A game that has gotten the whole community excited based off one trailer. But I don't know, man. I would like to see them, and I'm sure a lot of people like to see the characters from Hunter x Hunter in the game, but it comes down to what everybody in the comment section below thinks as well. Leave it down as well with My Hero Academia and Hunter x Hunter, and also the future stuff that we're going to talk about in this video. So Ninja, what's the next one on your list, man?
The next one on my list is another Togashi, another work from Togashi. It's Yu Yu Hakusho. I think this one, even though Yu Yu Hakusho isn't really popular right now, even less than Hunter x Hunter, they still have the OVA coming up later this year. Or was it later this year or next year? It was for the 25th anniversary.
It's one of the two, but like when it comes down to popularity, I would say it's more or so is not as relevant in my opinion. But continue.
Yeah, no, but that being said, it's still remembered as a classic. It was popular in Jump. It inspired several series. Bleach comes to mind, and you know, Bleach is coming in Jump Force. So I think Yu Yu Hakusho being prevalent would be nice, considering, you know, the 25th anniversary, and it was also in J-Star's Victory vs. Plus. It was Yusuke, Hiei, and I think it was Toguro that was also playable, or am I missing somebody?
I think that was it.
Yeah, but no,
I think that was it.
Yeah, the fact that they brought those characters in really shows, you know, they still have Yu Yu Hakusho on their mind, and the OVA, I think Yu Yu Hakusho is going to make it in.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yu Yu Hakusho should make it in. I love to use Yusuke. If Yusuke is in the game, I'm going to say this. He's probably going to be one of the characters I would like to use the most. And I'm interested to see how they're going to do his movement on the game in terms of how he moves and stuff. I'm interested to see that. And I'm interested to see Hiei playable as well. I like Hiei a lot. But with Toguro, I would rather see Sensui on the game, even though I feel like Toguro overall was in the better arc in my opinion. But I do feel like Sensui, in terms of combat wise, will be a more fun character to use than Toguro. But Yusuke, I'm using him all day long. I hope he's going to be playable with Hiei and Toguro or Sensui, which is most likely going to be Toguro. But I'm happy to see Yu Yu Hakusho there. In fact, I want Yu Yu Hakusho to be there more than I do Hunter x Hunter. I know a lot of people may be flipping tables, bro, maybe trying to get them pitchforks, them knives, trying to stab my cheeks, bro. But I said it, bro. I like Yu Yu Hakusho more than Hunter x Hunter. Come at me, bro. I'm joking. But anyways, what's next on your list, man?
No, I just want to add to that. Personally, I would like to see Kurama, just because like Yoko Kurama, I think that.
I like Kurama. I would welcome him in the game, but it really does depend, because we do not know if they're gonna follow that same structure that they did with J-Stars in terms of having 3 characters. Because if they have less series, then they could be more obligated to have more characters But that's my standpoint on that. But what are you thinking, man?
So the next thing is it's a bit weird because this manga is very long. It's ongoing, but it's separated into parts. Some of those parts have been published in Shonen Jump, and some of the more recent parts have been published in Seinen. Like not published in Jump. And it's Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure is seen by many as, aside from Dragon Ball, one of the most influential and popular anime out there. It definitely has its cult following and after the past few years thanks to the 2012 anime, and I mean rightfully so. You know, it has its own unique style and identity to it that shows have a hard time replicating, and I think given it's still it was very popular in Japan. It had a video game that came out I think a couple years ago, or like a few years ago, Eyes of Haven or whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, I think JoJo characters were in J-Star's Victory Versus. So I think they were. And I would...
Pretty sure they were.
Yeah, so maybe we could see someone like... We could see characters like Jotaro, maybe Joseph, and then maybe Dio. I think those are three that would most likely be in it as far as that goes. What do you think?
When it comes down to JoJo, honestly, I have not seen JoJo, so I could care less. Like, that's me being honest. But with JoJo having such an impact in terms of shonen in general, it would be hard for it not to be there. And I know a lot of people would complain, but it's not going to be as big as something like, let's say, Hunter x Hunter or Yu Yu Hakusho not being there. Those people would literally shoot up Bandai Namco headquarters if those series weren't in the game. But JoJo, I welcome it. The more the merrier. If it's not in the game, I don't really mind. If it's there, then obviously the more the merrier. Maybe playing as JoJo characters actually get me into JoJo, make me interested into JoJo. But other than that, man, JoJo will be forever known in terms of the gaming world as it having that one busted game with terrible connection, with terrible online. The online was so bad it looked like slideshows when you're moving. That was made by CyberConnect 2. Man,
CC2.
Good old CyberConnect 2, CC2, bro. I see your bullshit, CC2. But anyways, I don't really care about JoJo, to be honest. But yeah, is there any more series that you got on your list, or is that it?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
I got two more, but I just want to add to that. Like,
okay.
there was a theory that CC2 would work on World Secret. Good thing that's not happening. But
they'll give a clean ass story mode, that's for sure. If it's all story mode based, because CC2, in my eyes, probably made one of the best story modes in the Naruto series for anime games in general. But continue, man.
Oh yeah. So the next series, or like the next two I should say, are series that neither of us have seen, but I do recognize their impact or their popularity as of late. And the first of which is Black Clover. I myself am not a fan of Black Clover, but but that game, the new game that's coming out, actually looks pretty fire. I'm going to be playing the beta soon, and I think just the fact that Black Clover is able to get its own game, like that already shows like a decent amount of its popularity, and I think it will sell fairly well because it's competing with Shinobi Striker. And if I'm being honest, just because Shinobi Striker's Naruto, I feel like that's gonna flop. Whereas I feel like with Black Clover, it's getting a decent amount of a decent amount of promotion, and just the way it looks, I think it will grab a lot of people because it's what they wanted out of something like Shinobi Striker. And I also feel while the West do critique Black Clover a lot, it still is like the manga is very popular. It usually makes the rankings in like Weekly Shonen Jump and all that. Yeah, so it's still popping. The anime is kind of mixed among people, but as far as the manga, it's still popular. And this is Jump Force, after all, not Anime Force.
Yeah, I do agree with you. And I gotta say this: if they want Black Clover to get more popularity, to get more reception, they have to put this in the game. Black Clover has to be there. They gotta make Black Clover look good. Because let's be honest, man, Black Clover, the anime, is getting mixed opinions. Black Clover, the manga, is getting mixed opinions. And the game, for the most part, the Black Clover game that's coming out, is getting positive opinions out of the other two stuff that I've said regarding the manga and the anime, of course. But who knows? I feel like if they want to push Black Clover into having more popularity, because like this game is a good game to actually help push series out there. Like what a lot of people did not know, Hunter x Hunter got more fans from J-Star's Victory Versus Plus than it did just being there. J-Star's Victory Versus Plus got more people into Hunter x Hunter. Obviously not everybody, but it did get more people, which is good. It's good for the most part. But if they want to boost the popularity of Black Clover, and they really care about Black Clover and care about it being big, they gotta do this for it. They gotta push it, and they gotta give it a platform to do that, in terms of something that they know that what majority people would like to say is guaranteed to be successful for the most part. But you got anything else to add, or is there another series we're gonna talk about, bro?
The next series I want to talk about is probably gonna be a bit brief, because I'm not familiar enough with this series, but I am aware that it was in J-Star's Victory Versus, and there was a special crossover special between it, One Piece, and Dragon Ball, and I'm talking about Toriko, of course. I myself am not too big of a fan of Toriko, and it wasn't that popular in the West, but from what I hear, it was moderately popular in Japan. Obviously, it was kind of running on at the same time as some legends like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, and all that. But that being said, it still has its fan base. The manga was still very well received, apparently a lot better than the anime. And the fact that it was, able to make that crossover special with One Piece and Dragon Ball, and the fact that, it was in the previous J-Star's Victory Versus, I think Toriko characters will probably appear again in this game. But I'm a bit kind of iffy about that one.
Okay, I gotta say this about Toriko. I can't even less than Jojo with Toriko. Like, here's the thing about Toriko, bro. Toriko is the end bit of the bread. Like, the end bit that no one wants? Yeah, that's Toriko. Like, Toriko is one of those series, and I'm not trying to throw shade, because a lot of people told me the Toriko manga is good. But when it comes down to the anime and comes down to Toriko, before you brought up Toriko, when we were discussing this, I forgot what Toriko was, man. Like, it was that irrelevant. Like not to throw shade at Toriko, which I am pretty much throwing shade at Toriko. Even though I'm saying not to throw shade, I'm pretty much throwing shade. But if it's there, then by all means, more characters. If it's not there, then I continue on not caring about Toriko. That series, I heard it got cancelled in the anime, so obviously it didn't do that well in the anime if it got cancelled. But there's multiple reasons, in terms of people that read the manga told me that their interpretation of Toriko in the anime was done really badly and done really poorly in terms of how they adapted the whole series. But then again, it's Toei Animation, man. Whew! There's something, man. But when it comes down to the manga, a lot of people said the manga was good for the most part, but I never really dived into Toriko or anything. But as a whole, if it's there, then obviously I welcome it. If it isn't, then I don't really care. That's me and Toriko. Me and Toriko have zero relationship, man. It's like going outside, you see a random guy walk past you. You're not gonna care about that random guy because you don't know him. You know nothing about him, nor his history or anything. That's Toriko. Toriko's that one random guy, the end bit of the bread, the freaking part that nobody wants, bro. The black duckling, bro. The ugly duckling. Whatever you want to call it, that's Toriko. And that's all I gotta say about that series. You got anything else to add about Toriko, or are we done?
Man, you just slandered that series to no end.
Okay, I didn't slander Toriko. I just said how Toriko is for me. It doesn't mean Toriko's a trash series. I'm just saying Toriko isn't relevant by no means, bro. No one talks about that series.
No.
Yo, if I told you that there were Toriko YouTubers, you'll start laughing. But anyways, they could be. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it. I'm sorry for slandering Toriko if you're Toriko fans, bro. It's all fun and games. Toriko might be a good series. If I like this game, maybe I'll start reading Toriko.
No, you won't.
Toriko's in the game. Yeah, you're right, I won't. But still, I want to know what you guys think. Am I wrong about the whole Toriko thing? Or am I actually being valid with what I'm saying? And as a whole, what do you guys think about the series that we named? Do you guys feel like these series are must? And also name series that you would like to see in this game. Remember, it has to be a part of Shonen Jump Weekly. If it's not a part of Shonen Jump Weekly, don't bother, because the likelihood of them appearing in the game is literally slim to none. It's the same likelihood of Toriko appearing in the game too, even though Toriko will most likely be in the game. But as a whole, guys, I want to know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Make sure you check out NinjaStar's channel. Link to that will be in the description below. I highly recommend you guys check that out. And yeah, let me just wrap up this video. So please comment and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying, Please leave a like, rate, and enjoy this video. And yeah, this UK Chocolate Brother will catch you in the next one. Torko's trash. I'm joking.
Work.